So hi everyone, this is another project of CI/CD, which is basically a DevOps project. So we are going to implement a complete CI/CD pipeline and later a little bit of GitOps. And as you can see that in the screenshot, like we will use such tools to complete our CI/CD pipeline. So let's start, and this is just a demonstration project, and later on I will maintain a readme file, like basically a proper guide. So if you follow that guide, you can then complete this project as well. So this is not like a project video, this is just a demonstration and a walkthrough, like how this project is going to work. So if my voice is too low, then please increase your voice, and please ignore any background noise if you see, sorry, if you hear. So let's start. Like you can see these flows, and if you know the DevOps how CI/CD pipeline works, these are some basic tools, fundamental tools, which is used mostly. So like we push our code on GitHub, then Jenkins, our Jenkins job get trigger, and that pull our code from GitHub, then it like build. We use Maven build, then later it pass on to the Sonar Cube, which is basically for quality code quality analysis. And later we will make it we make a Docker image, then again push it to the Docker Hub, and then the another part which comes like GitOps. So when we push our image on Docker Hub, uh, then another repository containing our Jenkins file code, which pulls our Docker image, and later it deploy on Kubernetes cluster using Argo CD, and send notification. You can see that we don't implement this as well. So like Trevi artifact scan and notification feature we don't implement for now. So let's start with the project. Let me check, recording is going on. Yeah, recording is going on. And one more important thing is, you can see that I'm using a virtual machine, which is in virtual machine I'm using CentOS. So like any DevOps project or anything like that, Linux is very best to use that. So now, okay, let's start with the project. So for that, I make too many prepared document. I try to post these on README or some kind of doc, so that if somebody will follow, then he or she can easily complete this project as well. So like for now, uh, we will later discuss this. Like these are the plugins. I also note down the plugins name. So when you start your Jenkins, then must sure to download at least these 12 plugins. So let's start with the project. So first of all, let me open two or three terminals, and in first terminal I will do sudo su Jenkins. So I will switch to my Jenkins user, and similarly I will sudo su Sonar. This is for Sonar Cube. So it's good to just make a few users, separate user from your main or root user, and those things are responsible to run your Jenkins server or Sonar server, anything else. So for now, my Jenkins port is already running by default. Whenever I boot my machine, you can see that this is my virtual machine IP address. So don't forget, uh, uh, majority project or tools runs on your IP address. Then there is a port number. Okay, let me make it full screen. So first of all, let me log in my Jenkins. So here I made a two pipeline. Uh, why this is taking too much time? Yeah. So as you can see that I built total 37 times. So first of all, let me go to in home. So you can see that right now our Jenkins agent is offline. The offline agent is basically this CI/CD pipeline project. When you make any uh, pipeline or any project, basically a project in Jenkins, so there is a jar file. So first of all, please listen carefully. When you create any project like from new item and like that, then there is a jar file which get built. So for that, we as well, like Jenkins require Java to run. So I have already downloaded the jar file, and to execute the jar file, you just need. You can also get those secrets. I will upload the proper documentation for that, how to get the secret, and I already discussed that this is the uh, IP address of your virtual machine. So everything is which is running, it will be on our local computer. So first of all, let me trigger my jar. So you can see that the jar file is on the work directory home and Jenkins. Okay, so let me just execute it. Yeah, you can see that connected. So when we okay, it's already get connected. So in the project you can see there are two pipelines. So our main thing, which is Jenkins, is online. So now make it Sonar Cube online as well. So to make Sonar Cube online, there are some default in in Sonar Cube bin, basically in opt folder Sonar Cube and 86 -64, there is a sonar.sh which you can execute. This is the shell executable. So just execute this to activate our sonar. You can see that our sonar cube is also started. So let me first of all check. Sorry, our sonar is just take some few seconds. Okay, just first of all let me go in the pipeline. Then I hope this will start. Now this is taking some serious time. Till now this will be started. As here started Sonar Cube. Sonar Cube is up and running, and why this is not working at. Okay, just let me. Sonar Cube is already running. Yeah, it started, I think. I will also share the GitHub URL as well. And here, whatever we build, we push the image on Docker Hub, and later in GitOps, like Git operations, we pull the Docker image. And this is our Argo CD. So every basic, server is running on my Argo CD server, Sonar Cube server, or Jenkins server. It is already running by default whenever you restart your computer. But the only thing you need to do is you have to start your some basic services or connect it, whatever already service is running. So in order to do that, I have already shown you two things, and just like that, in Argo CD, this is running on the IP address and 32128 port number. So to log in your Argo CD, basically these are the password. I will also show you uh, how to get your password in Argo CD. By default, it has username of admin and the password which I have copied. So in the project process, whatever you are building the project, you will get some keys, API keys and password. So make sure you need to keep copying like that. Whatever you get, just copy it. And we have already chat GPT, those LLM. So if you stuck it somewhere, so just use it. Okay. So now let's start the project. So everything is up and running. This is my first pipeline, and let me show you the first pipeline project, how it look like. So later on, I will update the README section. So the most important two things only here. This is just a Java project, basic Java project. So this is the code section, and this is target containing our jar file. So this jar is going to like deployed or some like that. Okay. And after all, the main two part of the our DevOps project is Jenkins file and Docker file. So first of all, let me open the Jenkins file. So as you can see that we have some environment variable here, and there are multiple stages like cleanup workspace, checkout from SCM. So this is the repository, current repository. So this will check out it, and this is build application. So you can see that the shell command mvn clean package. So by doing this, it will clean the target section, like target or the target folder, if it contain any jar file, older jar version, and later it will build it. Okay. And this is the test application. So just a basic command, shell mvn test. Now the main part is sonar cube analysis. So we have already up and running our sonar cube. So let me log in sonar as well. So there are multiple logins, id, passwords you have to maintain or remember. And later there is a another thing which I missed here. So just here is sonar cube analysis, and if everything is getting passed, then this is the build and push docker image. So we will build our docker image, and later we will push it to our docker hub credentials. So these are some credential of my docker password or docker user, which is inside the Jenkins. Okay, in the Jenkins credential section. So I don't go there. Maybe accidentally I expose my credentials. So you can see that docker image docker.build and image name, I took the image name from here, this environment variable, and push the version with latest tag. So docker image.push, and this is the name of the image. So this comes from environment variable, and this is the most important part, one of the most important part. It will trigger another pipeline. So this is the secondary pipeline. When you push your docker image, then this will what do that, it will take that docker image uh, and just deploy it on your sonar cube. So whatever which is built, it will be deployed. It will take the docker image, and first of all, let me show you docker hub. I can uh, show you more in better way. And our system may be little bit lag, because virtual machine have already running too many processes. There is our Windows 11, then screen recording. Let me check, recording is going on. Yes, already 13 minutes passed. So okay, this is the uh, repository, and now you can see that this is the latest, and this is the version 37, because I run the Jenkins script, like this Jenkins pipeline, just for testing and practices, and so I build it 37 time. So the 37 time it like deploy it. Okay, build and deploy on the docker hub. By default, this is the latest tag, which is this one. Okay, so what is this script is doing basically? So it will take the version name. The version name is very important. So here in that script, we alter, or we can say that we change the version name as well of our uh, docker. Okay, so whatever we push on docker hub, we first of all get just to get here from docker push username, and that this is the repository name, and the tag name we are going to change with this. Okay, and later on it will deploy it on the Argo CD cluster. Okay, so let's start building the project. So, okay, let me show you a GitOps project as well. So you can see that this is the GitOps project. Uh, this so triggers CD pipeline. This pipeline or this Jenkins file contain another stage called trigger CD pipeline, and this pipeline trigger this Jenkins file code. So both these are the different repositories, or you can say that different project. So this stage will trigger this CI/CD, this Jenkins file, which is another GitOps end-to-end production pipeline. So responsibility of this Jenkins file is just to pull the image from here and deploy it on our Sonar Cube. As you can see that this is the Sonar Cube production, different clusters. So if I hover it, so you can see that uh, in the pop-up it's kind of pod namespace default, and on the image section you can read that image, which is 1.0.037. So this is the latest build. Where it came from? It came from here. Okay, if I build if I run or build again, then whatever the process the follow, it goes like first of all Jenkins pull our code, then we will build it, then Sonar Cube analysis, then Docker image is going to push on my Docker Hub account, and here is the second part or the second repository which I showed you. This repository, what will we do, that it will push the Docker image and rename with the latest the tag name, which is the latest version of our Docker image, and later it will deploy on our K8 cluster. So first of all, let me just execute our pipeline. So this will take some pretty time. Okay, when I do the like pipeline execute, you can see that 38 execution, and when I go inside the 38th execution, you can see the pipeline overview. This pipeline overview shown you some different stages what we have shown in the Jenkins file. So let it load. Due to screen recording, this is very like laggy or something like that, and everything is running on the local computer. Okay, so now you can see that we have checkout HCM tool installation. There are several tools inside Jenkins, the plugins you required. It will install it, then we will clean the workspace, then check out from HCM. HCM basically our GitHub. Then we will build the application, then we will test the application, then Sonar Cube analysis, then build and push it on Docker. Then this is the part two repository. This is the second repository. This will trigger this Jenkins file. Okay, this contains Jenkins file, this trigger this, and the post action and end of the pipeline. So these processes is going to be pretty quick, but build and push Docker image require a lot of time, because building a Docker image where you download all the resources, pack in a container, pushing it, this required a lot of time. This will take around 4 or 5 minutes overall. So it depends on your computer speed or whatever you are going to do. So when we reach on this stage, I will pause the video. Okay. So this is the flow of our project. So you can see that MVN test. I have already shown you on the testing phase, test application, just MVN test, Sonar Cube analysis, and build and push the Docker image. And just to access, there are many credentials. So where those credentials are get fitted, those credentials are in your, like if you go in the like here, if I go in manage Jenkins, and there is a section you see credentials. So all those credentials are built there. Okay, just let me show you the credential area. I think so. This is from where you install those plugins, and this is the credential. If I go inside these, you can see my several credentials which is required to complete this project. Just go back to our 38th build. Let's check where it goes. Okay, now it is on the sonar cube analysis. If we don't have any like buggy or uh, any security vulnerability, then our sonar cube analysis will be failed. Like it shows warnings and all things. Okay, just let it pass our sonar cube analysis, then we will go inside our projects. So okay, the last sonar cube analysis is run 1 day ago. When I refresh it, then it you can show like 1 minute ago, 2 minute ago. So just let it pass the sonar cube stage. So there are several metrics. And you can visit, this is the public GitHub repository. You can see the URL. This is the first repository and this is the second repository. So the first repository is responsible. Okay, now the Docker build, till the Docker build. Okay, and the second repository containing Jenkins file start from here. So just let's check our project. This is 1 day ago. Let me refresh. This is loading too slow. Okay, for a while, just let me close the VS Code. This is the Docker build is going on. What happened to Sonar Cube? This is running too slow due to screen recording. Okay, you can see that the last analysis run on 3 minutes ago and everything is passed. Okay, and for now, I think I have to just pause the uh, build and push process. This will take some time. If this is completed, and I will continue it. Okay, so now our Docker build and deploy, build and push Docker image is completed. And okay, just let me go quickly to our second phase of the pipeline. You can see 14 seconds ago, it is completed. So if you see that this runs 7th time, this will trigger automatically. We don't have to click here build now. Okay, so if we go in the pipeline overview, the second part of the Jenkins file or our project, so this is checkout SCM and clean up workspace, then checkout from SCM. So this checkout from SCM is basically this. Okay, so it will pull our GitHub repository. Then this is update the deployment tag. So where it came from. So first of all, just check in our Docker hub. So last time it is 0.13, sorry, 0.37. So just refresh, you can see that this is 0.38. Things are taking pretty much time. First of all, let it do full screen. that was 0.38, and this must be also 0.37. So just resync. If we do resync again, then our Argo CD cluster will be resynchronized, which is connected with this repository. Okay, so it must be 0.38. As you can see that on very bottom down right, 0.38, and this is 0.38. So this is the Docker hub, and this is where our Docker image. Okay, so update the deployment tag and push the change deployment file to Git. And after updating our Docker tag name, then again we re-push it on the GitHub, and later it is okay. And the how Argo CD work, when you create a new application like new project, you have to give your GitHub repository URL. So any changes found by Argo CD, it will automatically deploy the cluster, whatever the command is given. And so this is how our complete CI/CD end-to-end pipeline project is working. So for the Java project, this is just very basic Java code. Okay, containing some front-end part, HTML, CSS, very basic. You can check in your computer after running it. I will provide a readme.md file in 2-3 days, maximum 4 days or a week. I will update it complete end to end because this is very big project, and I also uploaded these documents. Okay, whatever is needed. So there are a couple of things which is involved in completing this project. So these are the flow. Only the Slack part and Trivy part is not implemented here. Everything else is working completely fine. And this is my virtual machine. So I also recommend you to do it in Linux environment. Okay, so time to end this project here. I will share every link and every repository link in the video description. So for now, thanks for watching this video. And if is there any project recommendation or any suggestion, please feel free to comment it on in the comment section. And till then, bye. Take care.